record-breaking.
Challenge! Only on Fox.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Previously on MasterChef.
Welcome to the grand finale of the world's biggest cooking competition.
The three best home cooks in America faced off over their appetizers. Caesar impressed.
You've nailed the lobster. It's just beautifully done.
Geron delivered.
Fantastic job. This is exactly what MasterChef was intended to do.
But Ashley
Your snapper, it's overcooked and dry.
stumbled.
We're down to 4 minutes to go, guys.
Yeah, he's off. She's doing the collard greens. What is she doing? Come on, come on, come on.
Come on, Ashley, get it together.
She's cooked the collard greens twice. Oh, my Lord.
Ashley, come on, girl. Oh, my gosh.
Let's go to the plate. Come on, Ash.
First, Chef, everybody just stop yelling at me. There will be no mistakes in this round. I'm getting more collard greens on right now. Last second.
She's got 3 minutes to make 3 plates. Can she do it?
She's up against it.
They do cook quickly. Come on. They will be out and they will be perfect.
This is it, guys. Start plating. Come on.
Plating. Come on, baby.
There we go.
Ash, you've got to start plating, then.
Yep.
Ashley, let's go.
Is she gonna make it?
Get something on the plate
Come on,
now.
let's go to the plate, Ash. Come on.
Come on, Ashley.
Yeah, baby! You can do it!
Why does she always leave plating to the last second?
2 minutes to go. Come on, guys.
Caesar, come on!
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Can I have a bite? Can we have a bite? Just one.
Let's go! Come on, Ashley.
Push it.
Tell him it's art. They'll wait.
Look at Ashley.
Well done, Ashley. We are down to 60 seconds to go. Last minute. Come on.
Damn, Jerron plate looks good, girl. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Come on.
Look at you!
Caesar, nice and easy. Let's go.
Let's go, Ashley! Let's go, baby! Give him the sauce, girl! Give him the sauce!
Let's get it, Jerron.
Yeah, we right here. Oh, my God. Beautiful.
10, 9,
8.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Hands up. Dude. I don't know if I'm not refined enough yet, but whenever I see lobster eyes or heads in my meal, dude, I just can't eat it. That's disgusting. Those eyes look so nasty.
All 3 of you, well done.
Tonight, you set a new standard for all times in the MasterChef kitchen, and the great moment has arrived. It is now time for us to taste your 3 entrees. Let's go.
Let's go, Jerron.
Well done. Those
What would you cook?
entrees
Salmon.
look incredible. Right, Ashley, please, let's start off with you. Present your entrees, please. Thank you.
Absolutely. I got such harsh criticism in my appetizer. So I did everything to make sure the guinea hen is juicy. I'm praying it is perfect.
Ashley, describe your dish, please.
Tonight I prepared for you pan-seared guinea hen breasts with a black-eyed pea and collard green ragu and a quince cognac sauce.
Now, guinea hen, one of the most difficult proteins to cook. Now, the skin looks crispy, but the real point of Jeopardy is that breast. That's the hero. I'm gonna slice this right down the middle to see the consistency of the cook. Ashley, in French, that's called parfait, perfection.
Buffet. In America, that's called
Cooked
diabetes.
beautifully.
Thank you, chef.
Buffet.
Now, the heart throughout the ragu, why?
I did not want the heart to be kind of minced in with everything. I really wanted to let that shine. And I also feel like,
parfait.
why not show off the characteristics of the different parts of the guinea hen?
The black-eyed peas with the heart is delicious. That's the bit that's like, this is super rich. And the jus is to die for.
Thank you.
If I die after this, I'm gonna die happy. 6 foot under. My God, it's delivering a profile of flavor beyond. Well done.
Merci,
Dude, Gordon's
chef.
voice is
Actually,
so beautiful.
I'm really
Imagine if he had a
impressed
mic like
how
this.
He utilized every fragrant part of the guinea hen because they all deliver on different levels of flavor, and it shows that you have taken great lessons from your mentor, because this is something that I see a lot of Gordon Ramsay in this dish. You really did celebrate the guinea hen. Great job.
Thank you.
Ashley, the skin, on appearance, I thought it was too dark, but in tasting it, it actually works. You seasoned it properly, and that really gives it that umami component to the leanness of the meat. The sauce was very good, very technical. I wish there was a little bit more, but it's a great dish.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, chef.
No, I'm saying imagine he had this, like a better one.
Caesar, please present your entree.
I'm really pushing the boundaries of what can be done in this MasterChef kitchen, and I want the judges to remember the teacher from Houston who made the most delicious mole
that a
they've ever
fucking
tried in
pancake?
60 minutes.
Caesar, please describe the dish.
I have
looks like a
a
pancake.
pan-seared duck breast with charcoal roasted vegetables and an almond mole.
Caesar, you accomplished something that is very challenging to do, and that's make mole in 60 minutes. And you made it like the centerpiece in this dish. You can just see the sheen and all the beautiful kind of brick, rusty color of the mole. I love that. Mole, traditionally it's served with rice, and that's it. Do you
True,
feel
chat,
that
true.
your approach to do the duck
The main
breast
course
gonna
is
pay off
smaller
in
than the
flavor?
appetizer.
I know it's understood that in entree, the protein is the star. But for me, this was all about that mole sauce, and I feel the duck is gonna complement the sauce. But definitely the star of my entree is that mole.
That's a big divergence, because you know here in the MasterChef kitchen that properly cooked protein is always the benchmark for any dish. And you're telling me that the duck breast, a very, very difficult thing to cook. You're saying it's not the star, but we're gonna judge it.
Right.
Like it is the star, as important as the mole. It has to be perfect.
That's correct.
How confident are you that the duck is pink in the middle?
I'm confident it'll be the correct temperature in the center.
Let's get in there, shall we? Caesar. Caesar, how confident are you that the duck is pink in the middle?
I'm confident it'll be the correct temperature in the center.
Let's get in there, shall we? Caesar, it's
Perfect.
overcooked.
Oh.
But you said the hero for you tonight is the mole.
That's correct, chef.
Explain the vegetables. What kind of vegetables we got, please?
Fingerling potatoes, red pearl onions, turnips, and golden beets, and I felt it would complement the mole sauce perfectly.
Mole is delicious. The fact that you got that done with such flavor in 60 minutes, incredible. The vegetables are exceptional. Grilled, deliciously seasoned. What do I leave off? It begins with D, ends in K. And I have to judge you on everything you put in front of us. But I admire you greatly, and your mole defied all the odds.
Thank you, chef.
Caesar, for me, my duck's a little overdone. That's unfortunate. But the flavor of the mole it's just amazing. It's the flavor of those little stands in the mercado. It's all of that. And it's just such a source of pride for me to see you wear my pin and be able to execute a mole with this kind of depth and this kind of richness and complexity. It's mind-boggling.
I have to say, Caesar, I'm not really an expert on mole. I've had it. I happen to know good food, and that is delicious. And it has
Why are
the
people saying
spice, and
dick?
the heat, and the sweetness, the char, and the chilies, and it's just like firing on so many cylinders on my palate that I wish that you had cooked the duck perfectly. The perfect piece of medium rare, tender duck in that mole would have been a game changer.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Caesar.
Thank you.
Right, Joran, please present your entree.
My mom has been with me every step of the way in the MasterChef kitchen, and this dish is in memory of my mom. I've taken her favorite dish and elevated it to the highest umpteenth. I am doing my mom justice here tonight.
Thank you.
Imagine feeding this plate with a little
Let's try
prawn
one,
to a
please.
vegan.
You have Catabernetto prawns with heirloom grits, a shellfish hachu, and crispy shallots.
Sharon, when you serve that amount of grits in terms of this volume, how do you know you've perfected the fat, to the acidity, to the creaminess?
I really know the taste of grits, and so I always dig a spoon in and just taste it to make sure that, you know, the flavor is leveled out with the amount of fat that I put in, so that you can still taste that corn flavor within the grits.
So that fork there with the shrimp, the grits, the sauce, the jus is worth $250,000.
I think so, Chef.
It looks cheap, yeah, kind of.
Sharon, I just wish one thing. Young man, I wish your mum was present to taste them. They're delicious.
Don't scare me
Damn.
like that.
It's creamy, heavy, shrimp cooked beautifully. And then the grits. It's so nice to see grits elevated to the Premier League of flavors. Well done.
Thank you.
Sharon, the fact that you can cook shrimp with this technique, I love it. And the grits are cooked well, but some of the knife work is a little clunky. I think you need to continue to prove all your knife skills, but the flavor, man, the soul, it's all there.
Thank you, Chef.
Jerome, shrimp and grits, you took it to another level. The shrimp, spot on. Grits, that creaminess is exceptional. My question is, Jerome, as your mentor, was tonight your opportunity to leave your past behind and dive into the unknown, to just show us how far you really come? That's the only question I keep asking myself.
Absolutely not. Tonight was about showcasing skill, but also staying true to my family and my story.
I know, but you cooking a French, inspired dish is not abandoning your story. It's opening the chapter in the book of Jerome. And at some point, when you make such progress in your journey, you have to end one chapter and begin another. It's very, very difficult for me to decide what I feel right now. Thank you, Jerome.
Thank you, Joe.
That could be a movie, The Book of Jerome.
Well done, all three of you. Now, end this incredible dinner with the best dessert you've ever cooked.
Yes, Chef.
Head back to the kitchen. Thank you.
So, 3 incredible stories, 3 incredible entrees.
I am blown away by the amount of work that they put in.
Yeah, the level went up on the entrees for me, for sure. More complexity, more technique, great dishes.
But MasterChef is about a 3-course dinner, and they're all in the running. Now, time for the final, last course of the evening. The course that'll land them the trophy. Let's go.
Here we go, boys. The finale we've waited for. It's been a month.
Caesar, Ashley, and Sharon, this is the closest race we've ever had. Are you 3 ready to cook us the best dessert of your entire culinary lives?
Yes, Chef!
Your final hour starts now. Let's go.
I've been watching CSGO pros play, dude. I think I got the technique down.
Great appetizers, amazing entrees, and it all comes down to this. Right now, it's anyone's game.
Thank you. For dessert, I'm making a flourless chocolate cake with a coconut lime mousse, tamarind caramel, and a spicy pepita brittle. The whole idea for the dessert dish is based on my childhood. It's all the sweets that I loved eating as a kid. I really want the judges to just close their eyes and be like, this is Caesar.
Ashley!
Come
my
Thank you,
dessert
I3.
round, I'm making an orange genoise with a smoked chocolate ganache and glazed cherries. I got my apron by putting a spicy spin on chocolate. This time, my unique spin is to smoke it. I am bringing that trophy to Opalaka. Let's go.
Let the cooking do the talking, baby.
For dessert, I am making a amaretto chest pie, a white chocolate mousse, raspberry coulis, and puffed sorghum.
Look at that white chocolate. Yes.
After this dessert round, we will find out who is the next master chef. Someone's life is about to change.
Let's go! Come on, come on, come on! No puedo, Caesar! You got it, you got it!
Fuck my life.
Wow, what a night. Great appetizers, amazing entrees, and it all comes down to this. Yeah, got it. Who needs this final dish the most? Honestly, all three of them. It's that close. Just over 40 minutes to go. Come on. Wow.
Got it, girl!
Right, young lady, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, chef.
You've gone down that French route. You're going to mix that genuine sponge. That's a light aerated sponge.
Yes.
Difficult to pull off.
It's go big or go home at this point. There's chocolate decor, there's a coulis, there's chocolate soil with this dessert. It's gonna just bring everything together.
Yo, by the way.
Roots, my French roots.
Right.
I gotta pause this real quick. I'm so sorry. Just to give you I see a lot of people saying, what are we gonna do after this? Listen, don't forget we skipped seasons 1 and 2 because we couldn't find quality videos. So we still have next season and 1 and 2. So hey, don't worry, boys. I got it.
And what kind of message is this dessert sending out to Caesar as your own?
That I'm a bad woman, chef.
Pog using chat, boys.
Are you giving yourself enough time to execute this incredible dessert?
I am. You see, I got like 5 pans on right now.
Young lady, you've got this.
Yes, chef.
But please start dressing this thing before 90 seconds to go. Promise
Yes,
me?
chef. Yes, chef.
Good luck.
Thank you,
Come
chef.
on. You got this.
Let's go,
Cesar!
Hey, ¿qué pasó, chef?
So talk to me about this flourless chocolate cake.
I'm trying to recapture all the sweets that I grew up eating. There's a 2-block radius in my home in Mexico that I would go eat chocolate from the candy store, spiced pecans and peanuts from this man that just sold it out of a wheelbarrow. And then Mexican candy's known to walk that line.
Wheelbarrow? I thought it was wheelbarrow.
Is it spicy?
No.
So that's where that influence for the Terraman caramel comes from.
Where do you stand as far as your competitors right now?
I think I have a little bit more heart,
Half
a
of
little bit more
desserts, I
passion
feel like
that
they
I'm putting
taste
into
better when they're
tonight's
raw. Does anyone feel me on that?
All right, Cesar, come on. Make sure this is delicious. Big hole.
Yeah, for sure.
30 minutes remaining. Your last 30 minutes inside this incredible kitchen. And for one of you, 30 minutes away from being crowned America's next Master Chef.
All right.
Jerome, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
So what does a chest pie mean to you? Why bring it out tonight?
My grandma, Elizabeth, right up there, she showed me how to make a chest pie.
Yeah.
Now, how are you taking your sweet granny's chest pie and elevating it like you've done everything else tonight?
I'm adding a little bit of amaretto liqueur to give it another
his
element
grandma
of flavor.
looks
I'm also putting it
good.
with the pop sorghum. What that is almost like a caramel baby popcorn.
And you're making a vanilla mousse as well.
Yes,
You gotta cannelle that, no?
I do. And that is a tough technique.
Maybe I should have told you, Jerome, make a chocolate souffle. But you decided to go right back, take tradition, and try to play with it and have it bring you to victory.
If I did anything in this finale that didn't represent the South or represent me and who I am, then I wouldn't be doing myself justice.
Jerome, listen, man. It's been me and you all the way. Let's
I
cross
didn't
the
mean
finish
like
line
that,
together,
chat.
brother.
Chill.
Sir. Yes,
I
sir.
meant for her age, she looks amazing.
Let's go, Jerome!
We're coming down to 16 minutes to go. This is it. Come on.
I
Ashley's dessert tonight is that French genoise, which is a light, aerated sponge. What she's going to do is not roll it like a Swiss roll, but cut it out individually and stack these. That's layered in between a chocolate ganache. It's hard to pull off in 60 minutes.
Thank you.
She's always one that has trouble managing her time. She's overambitious in what she can do.
Caesar's making this beautiful flourless chocolate cake.
When you're making a chocolate dessert with no flour, you have to be super careful on the timing. Undercooked, there's no comeback. Flat, stodgy. Overcooked, there's just this horrible texture.
But I think Caesar is so dialed in, he's gonna nail it.
Jerome's making this chest pie. It's something very typical of the South.
But this is a big gamble because it's a very basic staple. But again, you know, everything he's brought out of Nashville, he's elevating. So if it works, home run. If it doesn't hit those notes...
Well, it certainly stays consistent with his theme tonight.
The $250,000 question tonight. Do you believe in Jerome's dessert?
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing. I believe in the man.
Let's go, Jerome!
All right, Jerome, you got it.
Last 5, guys. Here we go. 5 minutes remaining.
Smoke, smoke, smoke.
Oh, man. Oh, I heard that.
Man.
Caesar cut his finger.
Oh my God, César está bien nervioso. Medic!
How do you cut yourself in the final 5 minutes of the biggest cooking competition in the world?
I got blood all over me.
Bro.
Medic!
Oh my God. Come on, Caesar, come on, Caesar. This is not the time.
Holy
this needs to be
shit!
happening.
It's a big cut. He's losing time. There's minutes to go.
Fuck the time. He's losing
could
blood.
Be over.
Come on. Hurry, hurry.
Oh my God.
Banned? It's not banned. There's medics. There's medics and staff there. It's professional.
Caesar cut his finger.
Oh my God.
He's in the supervision of medical professionals.
Medic!
Caesar is receiving serious medical attention right now.
Damn.
What happened?
Come on.
It's a big cut. He's losing time, and there's minutes to go, and the competition could be over.
Oh my God. Come on, Caesar, come on, Caesar.
More importantly, he cannot step back in this kitchen with blood dripping everywhere.
Does anyone get that
How do
feeling
you
in their
cut yourself
balls
in the final
when you
5
see a
minutes
cut?
of the biggest cooking competition in the world?
Damn.
Okay, get that glove on.
I think the
The nerves are getting the better of him.
All right. You're good?
Yeah.
Question
There
mark
you go,
in me.
Caesar, come on!
You guys honestly don't get those that feeling? That like weird feeling?
Caesar, you okay? Well done, young man. He's got minutes to go. Right now, he's behind.
He's lost blood and time, and at this point, the time is more valuable.
You got it. Come on, Caesar.
We're coming down to 3 minutes to go.
Come on, Jerome. Come on. Good. You got it, Caesar. You're almost there. You got it.
Let's go, Jerome, come on!
You got it, Jerome.
Come on, Ashley.
Let's go, Ashley!
Go, go, go.
Caesar, let's go!
Caesar.
Let's go, Caesar. Come on. 2 minutes to go. Speed up, guys.
Go, Caesar! Go, come on!
Let's go, let's go.
Got this, guys.
Go, Ashley.
60 seconds to go. Come on.
Let's go, guys, come on!
Caesar, 1 minute. 1 minute.
Come on, Ashley. Shards are only a garnish. Quick, 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 quick.
The finish line, let's go!
Oh!
Loose.
It's okay. Come on.
Jerome, come on. Quick, quick, quick.
Steady hand, Caesar.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands up! Damn.
Right. Quite possibly the most courageous hour by all 3 of you we've ever seen in the history of this competition.
Now, it's time for the most critical tasting of your entire lives.
That looks good.
Let's go.
Caesar's actually looks really good.
Come on, babe, you got this.
This is it. It's time to taste the final course. Let's begin with Jerron.
I've strived every round of the finale to make sure that my presentation is on point. And with this coulis splattering everywhere, my plate is a disaster. I sure hope that my flavors are big and bold enough to see me through. In front of you, you have a amaretto chess pie with a raspberry coulis and popped sorghum.
Grandma was watching you live.
She was.
What was going through your mind?
She's really influenced my life, and without her, I wouldn't be here. You know, I wouldn't have the baking technique that I have. I just would not have the passion for food and cooking that I do now. I owe everything to her.
Jerron. Wow. The flavor is so well balanced. I love the fact that you browned the top of the chess pie, gives another dimension. For me, it's just a little sloppy with the saucing of a dish like this. And when you're talking about such talent behind you, sloppy saucing on a dessert can make the difference.
Yes, chef.
Jerron. It is delicious. And it's got such finesse to put the filling in and still have that crunch. Beautiful, really beautiful. But I'm dying to hear what your mentor's got to say. Great job.
Thank you, chef.
Aww. That is actually so cute.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
So proud.
I appreciate it.
You know, if in the beginning you came on my journey, now I feel like I'm on your journey.
Wow.
I was completely wrong in thinking that you should venture out into doing other cuisines and other techniques that don't pertain
Aww.
to you. You stuck to your route, and you know what?
Redemption arc.
You were right, and I was wrong.
That gives me
I don't say that
goosebumps.
very often. You have achieved in creating the great American dessert.
I'm actually goosebumping.
I consider it an honor to mentor you.
Thank you, Joe.
I love Joe.
Next up, Caesar, please.
The whole idea for the dessert dish is based on my childhood. Chocolate is just one of those ingredients synonymous with Mexican cuisine, so I really want the judges to transport to my hometown and to just close their eyes and be like, this is Caesar.
Caesar, you look like you've been through it, my friend. Like a back alley brawl.
Yep.
Not many people come into this competition with blood on their jacket and finesse on this plate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please describe your dish.
I have a flourless chocolate cake, tamarind caramel, and spicy pepita brittle.
I love
All
you
right,
guys.
Caesar,
I
let's
actually
not
love you,
forget
chat.
that you guys are neck and neck, so close that so much is riding on this. When I cut into this, it shouldn't fall apart.
Sacrifice.
Because if it starts to break down and become brittle, that means it's overcooked. This is make or break. Caesar, when I cut into this, it shouldn't fall apart. Because if it starts to break down and become brittle, that means it's overcooked. How's it look to you?
It's moist and it's rich in chocolatiness.
That's what you want. But the flavor definitely has to be there, obviously. It's truly just a big bomb of beautiful chocolate flavor. The texture's there. It's not sandy, it's not mealy. The tamarind sauce for me
The blood
is
of 3.
just the right amount. This, my friend, is the reason I gave you an apron.
Thank you, Chef Aaron.
Caesar, you know, it's delicious. It's dense, it's wonderful, it's rich, and everything you want from the flourless cake. The tamarind, the caramel, goes brilliantly with that. And you just set pastry chefs across America tonight racing to start including tamarind in a caramel.
Thank you, Chef.
Really good.
The outside of the cake was very deep in flavor. It's the essence of chocolate and richness on your palate. And caramel sauce, the mango is delicious. Very, very satisfying. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashley, can you please bring your dessert?
It is a bittersweet moment. The bitter side is that this is our last cook in the MasterChef competition. And the sweet side is this dessert is the last thing that the judges will remember me by.
Ashley, please give us the name of your dish.
Tonight, I prepared for you an orange genoise with a smoked chocolate ganache and glazed cherries with a chocolate soil. It's a cocoa powder, sugar, and I also added some Sicilian pistachios.
Ashley, you know, this is a dessert that has a lot of things going on. The cake, the baking is perfection. The ganache is rich, light at the same time. It's constructed almost flawlessly. This is a spectacular dessert.
Thank you.
Ashley, this dessert hits all the notes when it comes to dessert, and I love that. You stayed singular to the structure of the dessert as far as beautiful, airy, fluffy
It does look good.
genoise cake, and letting that be the perfect canvas for all the wonderful richness of the chocolate. The soil, it's not gritty, it's magical. And I'm interested to see what arguably one of the best chefs in the world has to say. And he has mentored you.
And he has a sweet tooth.
And he has a sweet tooth. Oh my goodness.
Ashley, it's delicious. The ganache is rich. The combinations of the chocolate, the orange, delicious. Your little play on the soil, delicious. But this here, just the color of the gold speckles flicking through that chocolate, that thin. Your hands were nearly 100 degrees and melting every time you picked that up. So to get that on there, I'm so happy. I'm just proud of tasting this dessert. Well, bloody done.
Thank you, chef.
Good job. Good job, man.
Sharon, Caesar, Ashley, we have a lot to discuss. The next time we see you, we'll know which one of you will become America's next Master Chef. Now, you three, head back to the kitchen, because we need some serious time. Thank you.
So 3 amazing cooks, 3 exceptional dishes, 3 great journeys. But let's remember, it is our job to decide which one of these 3 talented home cooks created the best menu for the MasterChef finale tonight.
And of course, we each had one home cook representing us judges. I, of course, had Caesar. For his appetizer, I thought he came out strong with the squid ink infladita. Thought the lobster was poached beautifully, and he had such a great level of spice and balance in that dish.
I agree. It had complexity, it was sophisticated. I was like, wow.
Yeah, incredible.
And for his entree, he gave us a pan-seared duck breast with an almond mole and some charcoal roasted vegetables.
My bone of contention was that duck, it was overcooked.
But look, the idea of Caesar tackling the most iconic sauce in Mexico in 60 minutes deserves high praise.
I agree. I've never tasted anything quite like that. I thought it was really spectacular, and I really want to eat more mole now.
Caesar's dessert for me tonight was exceptional. He stood strong to his roots, but more importantly, the cook on my flourless cake was incredible.
That was a great dish.
Sorry, Chad, I was
Tamarind
talking to my
caramel,
mods.
The mango, it was executed in perfection.
Yeah, I think Caesar embodies what MasterChef is about. It's about technique. It's about being a great student. And I thought he was very successful this evening in getting his mission and his message across of elevating Mexican food.
I took a lot of risks. I did things that many people wouldn't have attempted. And having Chef Aron put his trust in me, his confidence in me from day one, made me the person that I am now. And I'm grateful for that.
Now, Ashley started off with an appetizer of that
looks so good.
pan-seared red snapper, served on that exotic conch salsa, topped with those little fritters. The dish was her. It was screaming Florida and seasoning on point.
But my snapper was overcooked. I think the dish as a whole just reeked of too much ambition.
Her entree was the best. You both know that.
It was good.
Guinea hen was cooked to perfection.
For me, that ragu, it was rich, and it just showed that she can layer flavors in the right way and celebrate an ingredient that a lot of people are not familiar with.
And then, of course, masterpiece, the dessert, this smoked ganache chocolate genuine sponge layered with shards of delicious chocolate with marinated cherries, just utter perfection. Showstopper.
Yeah.
The ganache was sophisticated and smoked and rich, and the cake was cooked well. It was decadent.
Arone's
Everything I
tatted up.
want in a dessert.
You know, she brought a huge French influence with incredible flavors. She pushed it to the max this evening, and the amount of work that went into those 3 plates, that was pure quality.
To be mentored by Chef Ramsey has changed who I am as a chef. And I feel like I've done what it takes and I've showed the skill set necessary to become the next master chef.
Now, Jerome started with an appetizer of Nashville hot quail with fingerling potato salad, poached quail eggs with some quick cucumbers and some radishes. It was done with finesse. Plating was beautiful.
Yeah, I think Sharon was so masterful with frying that quail.
And talk about paying homage to Nashville. I thought you did a great job.
For me, there was no better plate than
3 heads.
Jerome's shrimp and grits.
Yeah.
It was the most delicious, the most satisfying plate I tasted tonight.
So the shrimps were sweet and delicious, and those grits, they were exceptional.
Absolutely.
Then, his dessert, an incredible amaretto chess pie with raspberry coulis and puffed sorghum. It's just the perfect end to his journey. You know, he kind of stayed true to himself. The
Jerome
corn
stepped
flavor
up to the
was
plate.
consistent throughout. The garnish was impeccable.
But I had some issues with the coulis. It was inconsistent plating throughout. It was messy. So he needed to really work on refinement, and I did not appreciate that considering that this is the finale.
But the guy brought everything a MasterChef contestant needs to bring. And tonight, even though I thought he might have needed to go beyond, he brought his family, his story, and cooked with such passion and love every time he got the chance to. And I couldn't be prouder of him as his mentor. He was playing at the top
I feel like
of
we're
his
watching
game.
my World of Warcraft loot
Joe
council.
invested everything into me. And he really challenged me to do something different and go creative and go out of the box. And I am so proud at what I've become. I show refinement on every single thing that I play. I'm hoping that I have done enough to win the MasterChef title and take home that trophy.
This is going to be the most difficult decision. Now, I want you to take your mentorship off. Forget pins. Forget who we've been backing. Who is America's next Master Chef?
So, gentlemen, have we collectively made a decision?
I think we have, gentlemen. I think it's our duty to tell them. Let's go.
Here we go, boys. We've been waiting for this all month.
My life has changed already, but winning this would make me reevaluate the course of my life. Do I go back to the classroom, or do I dedicate my life to food and the passion that I have for it? That's what's at stake here, defining who I am.
I want to be a leader in the culinary world. And winning this title will propel me to do what I'm passionate about for the rest of my
Zorro, you there?
life. I want this.
Caesar, Ashley, and Giron, you've done your families proud, you've done yourselves proud, but more importantly, all 3 of you have excelled beautifully.
You may have started this journey as talented home cooks, but you have all grown into chefs.
And now it's time for you to take your well-earned place at the top of the culinary world.
That
We
smile
want
is so
you three
wholesome.
to come up here and switch places with us.
I came to MasterChef to pursue a dream. Now I got the passion and the skill. I have to take this title home. I want it more than anything. This is my destiny, and I've come too far to walk home empty-handed.
One of you will receive a check for $250,000.
And And only one of you will win this. The most coveted and most important trophy in the culinary world. The Master Chef Trophy.
And that person, the winner of MasterChef, is... Congratulations. Jerome!
I'm the next Master Chef, baby, yeah! I wish my mom was here in the flesh. Everything that I put out on a plate
What a
was
season!
representation of me, home, my family.
What a
I
season!
really feel like I did my mom proud tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, America's Master Chef, Jerome!
Joe has invested so much in me from the very beginning. He gave me an apron when no other judge saw anything in me.
Believe me when I say that I am honored to be your mentor and your friend.
Thank you for giving me a chance at the beginning when no one else saw me. Thank you, Joe. I love you.
Here's $250,000. How about a hug, big boy?
Cheers to Jerron, cheers to Caesar. It was just a pleasure and a blessing to be cooking in this finale and have made it this far.
It was a victory for all of us, and I'm so happy for you. And I'm so happy for I'm grateful for this experience because it really defined what I need to be doing with my life and what I'm passionate for. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Thanks to the Twitch Primes, guys.
Now that I'm America's Next Master Chef, I finally have the opportunity to go back home and start this culinary program at my school for my students. This is my dream. My dream has come true, baby. Turn up.
Yeah, baby! Open up! Open up!
Thank you so much for always believing in me. Every step of the way.
Yo, Jay Grace, thank you.
I love you too.
I am America's Next Master Chef, baby!
One potato, two potato.
Holy shit, boys. What a fucking season. I would be loud, but Shroud's sleeping, so hey, we gotta keep our voices down. Man, what a season. The question is, here's the question. Since time rolled back an hour tonight, do we start a new season? Do we start a new season? Or do we start it Tuesday? It's up to you guys. It's still pretty early. I'm going to play CSGO afterwards, so I'm down to start new season. Just get maybe one in there. Get one episode in there. And have a cozy little time. Give you guys one more episode to pass out. Should we do it? Yo, Zorro, are you there? Zorro. Where the hell is Zorro? Zorro disappeared on me. Zorro, check Discord. Dude, what a crazy season. Absolutely insane. Yo, 5 gifted subs. Thank you, dude. Like, we have actually built a crazy community. We're the coziest stream on Twitch. Coziest. It doesn't get any more cozy. How many of you are wrapped up in your blanket right now as we speak? How many of you is it inconvenience to even type to me to respond because you're wrapped up perfectly? Okay. Let's do one more episode. Trig Style, thanks to 25, brother. Appreciate it. We're almost to 11,300. Insane. Okay. Where the heck is Zorro at, dude? Okay. Let's do this.